Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rooted and Rising. If you haven't joined our YouTube channel yet, click on the subscribe button so you're not missing any update from us. We are doing something a little different today. We are actually building a time machine. But instead of going back in time, we are bringing three distinct eras of youth right here to the studio. I am joined by my incredible guest who represents different stages of growing up in this modern world. We are talking schools, parents, friendships, struggles, dreams, and yes, the slang. No filters, just honest conversation. First, we have Arnav Dhillon, who is 13 years old. Then we have Zareen Dhillon, who is 12 years old, firmly placing them in Gen Alpha. Welcome to the show. Then we have Grishma Wadhawan, who is 19 years old, navigating the wild transition from high school to the next big thing. Excited to have you, Grishma.
Thank you.
And finally, we have Miss Salina Mehta, who is 21 years old, who is already working her way to become a nurse and has a full-time career. Welcome to the show, Salina. The goal today is simple, to compare what growing up looked like for me as a millennial and to all of you. All right? So let's understand what's trending and what's not. Let's start simple. When I was growing up, at your age, my biggest stress was completing my homework before the streetlights came on. I want to understand what are your stresses right now at this age and stage. All right, let's start with Arnav.
Okay, so personally, with school and everything, I also agree that homework is a big deal because I'm trying to get the best grades. And so my personal stress would be trying to do homework before it's due.
Okay, what about you?
I think
Zareen.
it's also like kind of finishing homework before it's due, but I don't have too much stress because I don't get too much homework.
Grishma, what's stressing you?
I would say a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
since university is much more of a change
Hmm.
than just like high school and school. Like grades do matter, friends, and it's not just your grades, it's also your extracurricular activities, your fitness, everything. There's just so much pressure
Oh,
that
wow.
it's hard to balance everything out.
So it's not homework anymore.
Not just homework, but homework never ends, guys.
Yeah. And now let's find out what's stressing Salina.
For me, it's definitely building my career and building my future, looking towards how to save money, how to pursue my future as a nurse.
Wow. So that's already the adult stresses.
Yes.
Huh? That's so good to know. Like
It's
every
a much
stage
different change,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
with age.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do some comparison questions. I'll target the Gen Alpha first. Ready, you guys?
Yeah. Got it.
All right. Arnav and Zareen, describe to me what does a perfect day look like for you guys?
Okay, so I like to get up a little bit late, maybe like 11 or 12. And in the morning, I like going downstairs straight. And my dad usually makes me these really good sunny side up eggs. And then I like just going upstairs, chilling, playing with my friends, stuff
Mhm.
like that.
So no stress.
Yeah, not much.
What about you? Zareen.
Perfect day for me, it would probably be like starting a slow morning, like Arnav said, like waking up at 10 or 11. But I would probably not head straight down. I would probably just watch my phone for a little bit. And then, get my dad to make me some breakfast.
Oh, wow, your dad's a good cook. For sure. Okay. Do you guys still play outside or is it mostly online now?
Okay, so occasionally we do go outside to play with our friends. Like we usually go to other people's houses, such as our friends, but mostly it is online now since we communicate there, play games on there and stuff like that.
Is it same for you, Zareen?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And do you guys hear a lot of no from your parents?
Not that often.
Mhm.
Like I'd like to think of it because sometimes when I'm at my other friend's house, their friends say no very often. And compared to like you guys don't really say no that often. You guys
Okay.
are like chill kind of.
Oh, okay. And what do we say no to you guys for? What is the reason? Why do we say no to you?
Mostly because of screen time.
Mm-hmm.
We're usually on there most of the day,
Mhm.
and you just want us to get off of it for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Zareen, would you agree with that?
Yeah, like extra time on our devices and stuff.
All right. Moving on to Grishma. Grishma, I want to know. Now you're 19. The last step going into adult life, right? Do you feel the pressure to figure out life more now as compared to when you were 13?
Way more.
Hmm.
Way more. Yes, I feel like there's a lot more stress, as we saw with Arnav and Zareen, their perfect day. My perfect day consists of getting a lot of work done,
Uh-huh.
homework, and just like schoolwork, everything, housework.
Hmm.
But yeah, I feel way more pressure to figure out life because it's like getting real now.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody's asking you, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing
Yeah.
in school?
Mm.
Like, what are your goals? And I just feel like that adds on to the pressure as well.
Definitely.
So,
Hmm. And now, as you mentioned previously, right, school isn't about homework anymore.
no.
Okay. So, do you think school is more about grades or surviving the stress?
It's about, I personally would say surviving the stress because if you're not able to survive the stress, you're not able to get the grades.
Definitely.
Yes, it's about how much effort you put in,
Hmm.
and that goes like into surviving stress as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think social media makes teenage life easier or harder?
It goes both ways.
Hmm.
Personally, I feel like it depends on when you're allowed to have social media. When I was growing up, my parents didn't let me have social media till I was a little bit older,
Hmm.
and everyone around me had social media, so I felt like left out until I did get it.
Oh,
But
wow.
when I got it, like I loved it because you're just connecting with your friends and
Yeah.
your family, and I loved it.
You caught up.
Yeah, I did catch up.
Okay. Now, moving on to Salina. Salina, you're 21.
Yes.
Do you miss being a teenager?
Honestly, no. I feel like teenager was kind of like a middle phase for me. I miss being a child for sure.
Huh?
But teenager was kind of, you're stuck in the middle where you can't take over your own responsibilities. You still have to ask your parents for permission. But now you're building your future, and I feel like I like that routine more.
Oh, that's very nice to know, eh? What shocked you most about the adult life?
Shocked me the most. I definitely say like kind of again not being able to like ask my parents for everything because like usually it was like you come home and you're like now it's more of you're moving out like in that phase because it's like I'm already 21. My sister got married at 23.
Oh.
So it was like early you're starting your life and building your own career.
Do you still ask permission from your parents?
Yes, definitely I do. I have their opinions of course, but at the end of the day they're really chill, so they're like whatever you think is right for you, pursue as a career and what you want to do.
Yeah. I love how parents now actually let their kids make their own choices
Yes.
and kind of support
It's
it.
a big thing, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I feel like being like supportive parents is very important.
It is.
Yeah.
It is definitely. Yeah. Selena, what did nobody warn you about after 18?
So honestly, I can't think of anything that my parents didn't warn me about, but I followed their footsteps. So seeing them build their future, getting up in the morning, that kind of got me in like the way of making my own routine, sleeping on time and getting up early. Focusing on my fitness, which my dad likes to go do. He likes walking and all that. So kind of work-life balance.
Wow. So basically you watched them and those values instilled in you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I know this thing for a fact that kids do not follow what we tell them verbally. I think they follow more from your habits and what you do.
What
right?
they see, yeah, for sure.
All right. Let's go into some deeper questions now. We'll start with you, Grishma. What is the biggest misconception older generations have about your age group?
I think that older generations often like perceive us as being lazy just because they don't see us getting up early in the morning and like doing actual work, but they don't understand that like everything's online now, everything's on like your phones, laptops, so even if we are working hard they're not able to see that. So
yeah, that's actually the trouble of older generation, I'd say, because they were not as tech savvy as you guys are. Right? You guys are born with computers in your hands, right? So for that generation, hard work is usually you wake up early, you actually do something that they can see, visualize, right? When you're working on the computer, they can't really visualize it. So then the mentality is that you guys are just wasting time on computers or behind screens. Wow. I'm kind of in the middle of that too. I still feel that I have to see something physically being done to see that, okay, you did something. So
yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
yes. All right, going to Arnav and Zareen now. You're growing up with social media as a norm, right? Do you ever feel like you're experiencing brain rot from using too much screen time? Zareen.
Oh, well, I don't think I'm too brain rotted. There are definitely like some people that are.
Mhm.
And when I'm like looking at social media and stuff, I definitely don't like watch brain rotted stuff at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't think that you are getting any damage from using too much screen?
Maybe like a little.
Okay.
But you guys stop us from that.
All right. What about you, Arnav?
Yes, personally, whenever I'm scrolling through social media, I do see brain rot stuff. Usually I just scroll away. But kids at school, like Zareen said, are also pretty brain rotted. And they usually try to make it a trend
Okay.
at school.
Mhm.
And I personally, like, don't follow.
Okay.
And like you guys say, maybe something that could help us is, like, using less time on our devices.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, it can make your parents happy too if you use less
Yeah.
screen time, right?
Yeah.
That's good to know. All right, Salina. Next, your turn. You have seen the rise of social media from its early days to now, right? What's one thing you wish you could tell your 13-year-old self about using it?
Definitely that everything you see online is not real. You see highlights of people's stories. It's maybe one day or two, but that's not their daily life.
Yeah.
So don't compare and don't feel pressured that like what you see on the internet, your life has to be like that.
That's such a beautiful statement, Salina. It's you're 21 years old and you're so mature in your head already to understand that. And I think people older or like my generation or even a generation older than myself, I'd say that they do compare.
Yeah, definitely.
And that comparison is deadly because comparison is a thief of your own
love
joy,
yourself,
right?
that's not.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a beautiful statement. Thank you for that. Okay. You know, guys, when I was growing up, we had one TV in the house. So there was no cell phone, okay? And our parents didn't even have to explain anything. They just used to say, because I said so. And the rules were set. Okay. Now, I want to know from you guys, what do you think? Did that make our childhood easier or harder? Okay, Salina, let's start with you.
I'd definitely say harder because we have the availability of like using our phones for things that you guys didn't. So I feel like we have opportunities to grow more. As like more than your guys' generation did, because our parents again were supportive and allowed us to do those things.
Okay. What about you, Grishma? What do you think?
I would say the same thing as Salina actually, but I also think in a way that maybe you guys were like, since you had to like you had no other choice than to communicate with one another, you were probably way more closer with your siblings and like everyone living with you because you were like forced to.
Definitely.
So I feel like that would also like bring you and your family much closer.
Yes.
Growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What do you think, Arnav and Zareen?
Okay, so personally, I think it would have been hard for you guys, but I also agree with them. Sort of like you can also learn from your mistakes. Like you guys, your parents mostly said the stuff. Like your parents kind of bossed you around, but we have more space, and we like you guys are kind of laid back. So you guys are chill, and you guys allow us to learn from our mistakes, and we know what not to do and what to do.
Okay, you did mention about learn from the mistakes. So you think that you should be allowed to make mistakes and then learn. You think that's better experience as compared to you're never exposed to a mistake?
Yes, honestly, I believe learning is better than being told because you know not to do the mistake again. So let's say if a parent asks a kid not to do something, the kid's curious to do it. They want to do it. But if they learned, they don't really want to do it.
So you learn from your mistakes. I think that's a very good lesson for younger generations to learn. You learn, you make a mistake, you learn from it, and never do it again. Zareen, what are your views?
Yeah, like right, they said that we have the privilege of social media and stuff, and that you guys didn't. But I also feel like, and I feel like that you guys are very chill parents, but with like good boundaries. So yeah, it would have been definitely harder in your guys' generation.
Oh, wow. I am actually debating if it was harder or easier. Yes, definitely less exposure to the outside world, and we were we just wouldn't question the parents. We would just, whatever they've said, they've told us, that was the limit, and there was no question. Like, when we argue and we say something to you guys, you always put your foot down and you say, why? But why? We would never dare to ask, but why? So maybe it was out of respect, or it was just a norm for us growing up. Yeah. So let's talk about social circles. Friendships and the social circle is very important. It influences you more than your own family does, right? Salina, I'll start with you. You're out of your high school bubble.
Yes.
How has your social circle changed over the years?
A lot. So in high school, I feel like I talked to everyone, was friendly with everyone, and it's more like you kind of spend your time with, you tell people everything, but now it's like you keep it to one friend. Like again, 20, one friend is better than 20 friends for sure. So I feel like keeping your circle small is much better. I honestly don't even hang out with any of my friends from high school now, not a single one.
Wow.
So I'm mostly with my family, cousins, and I have one best friend.
Wow, that's such a good thing to know and learn.
Change.
So you've limited your social
Yes,
circle, and
for
now
sure.
you have limited friends,
Yes.
like one friend for life.
Yeah, someone who I can trust and
Huh.
like persuades me into being like a better me.
All right, Grishma, are you still in the digital space, or is it more like physical meetups for you?
I would say 100% physical meetups.
Huh.
Yes, because you can only talk to somebody so much over text or like over call. I feel like in physical meetups you can see their expressions and you can see like every little gesture they do. So it's like just a matter of understanding the person on a deeper level.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I would say physical meetups for sure.
for sure. Eh?
Yeah.
You guys are such smart people for your age. I was very, very silly when I was your age. To be honest, well, my marriage was arranged, and I did just talk to my husband once on phone, and we were fixed to get married. Can you believe it? Yeah, that was our times. But I did get lucky, but but yeah. Now I do understand that it's so important to actually look at someone, understand their gestures and what they behave or how they behave at certain aspects, right? To form that opinion. And it's just wonderful to understand this generation is actually, you guys are well planned in your head for everything. Okay, Arnav and Zareen. Now let's talk about your social circle. Okay, let's talk about your Friday night. What is a typical Friday night for you and your friends?
Okay, so for me, a nice Friday night would be like just like chilling and relaxing, like taking all of the stress out of the week, and then like probably sitting at the couch to watch a nice 2000s movie.
Okay, what about you, Arnav? Friday night for you.
Yes, personally, sometimes you guys like go on dates and then we order in pizza.
Yeah.
I love eating pizza, watching a movie, and then afterwards we usually just go upstairs, play with our friends online, or just like watch YouTube.
Okay, so that's a typical relaxing night for
Yeah.
you. Yeah, when the parents are out of the house.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. All right. Let's talk about future now. Okay. To be honest, when I was your age, or say Salina's age, I was married at 22. My dream was to be a housewife, to have two kids by the age of 25. And God gave me that. To be very honest, that I didn't even realize I was manifesting it or something, and it happened the exact way. There was nothing about career. All my dream was, okay, I'll be a good housewife. That's pretty much it. Now, when I see you guys are so determined. You guys have future plans. You guys are already entrepreneurs. I mean, what is happening with this generation with the planning aspect? Now, Salina, when I ask you, what does success look to you at this age?
Success, definitely having financial freedom as I'm older, having my own job, having my own career, having a family, that's also on my list. I want to get married younger, so maybe 24 max.
Yeah.
Once I'm done school, and then have kids by like 26-ish. So yeah, hopefully that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Again, we'll
So you
see.
have a timeline.
Yes. for
So
sure.
you're already studying to become a nurse.
Yes.
You're already working as an assistant to a criminal defense lawyer.
Yes.
And you're also working at a yoga studio.
Yes.
Wow. And you're only 21.
Yeah.
You know what? You raised very beautifully.
Thank you.
So, huge credit to your parents
Thank
for
you.
instilling those values. And I'm sure you come from a very hardworking family because I can see
for
that
sure.
already.
Yeah.
It's lovely to know.
Thank you.
Grishma, now you're already an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You're only 19. Tell us
Yes.
more about your business.
So I have a baking business. I started it last year, and I started the business just off of like making desserts and like my friends wanting them. So I would just bake all the time, and I love baking. Baking is my guilty pleasure. So I just started the business sort of for fun, and then I like as the year went on, it just started to grow a little bit, and I was really surprised. I had no idea. I just did it like out of love for fun. Yeah.
And did social media help you with that?
Yes, I actually get most of my customers from social media.
Wow, so see,
Yeah.
it's working for you.
Yeah.
And Grishma, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Well, from 5 years from now, professionally, I'm going into nursing as well. But I do hope to grow my business. My end goal at the end, once I have lots of financial freedom, is to have a bakery. But I think that's more of a 10-year goal. So rather than a 5-year goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a very determined individual, and I am sure that you're gonna rock your business.
Oh, thank
It will be
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
You're honest. What I see in you is you're a very honest person. Your head is already clear. Like there are no distractions there. You know what you're working on, and you're manifesting it. Plus, your baked goods are yummiest. So
you.
yeah, you'll do wonders.
Thank you.
And now coming to Arnav and Zareen. You guys are still very young. What do you want to be when you grow up? Zareen.
I want to be a lawyer because I'm really good at arguing and like,
Yes.
making the point.
So, what inspired you to become a lawyer? Is it just the black coat or the glamour part of it?
I don't know. I guess I just like wanted to be it. I thought it was like cool and nice.
But you know you have to study a lot for
Yeah.
that.
You
Yeah?
can be very smart.
You are already very smart. What do you want to be, Arnav?
So I want to be a surgeon when I grow up. So one time you told me a story when I was younger that when I was right out of the womb, I grabbed the doctor's scissors.
Yes.
And then the doctor told you that I'm gonna be like a doctor one day or a
Yes.
surgeon, and that kind of inspired me to wanting to become a surgeon when I grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is your motivation behind becoming a surgeon? Is it dollars or is it something else?
So I like the money aspect too, but I really want to like help people out and probably like helping families out. Yeah.
And that's a very beautiful way to help someone, right?
Yeah.
That's so nice. That's so nice. I love it. You guys are amazing already. All right, so next segment is a fun rapid fire. So I'm going to give you guys rapid questions. So you have to answer me rapidly. No thinking, all right? So we'll go one by one for all. Okay, let's start with Salina. Morning person or a night person?
Morning person.
Grishma, school or life lessons?
Life lessons.
Zareen, texting or calling?
Calling.
Arnav, Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Salina, being rich or being happy?
Being happy.
Grishma, strict parents or chill parents?
Chill parents.
Zareen, fame or privacy?
Fame.
Arnav, routine or freedom?
Freedom.
Salina, favorite app right now?
Snapchat.
Snapchat. Grishma, pineapple on pizza.
Depends on the pizza.
Zareen, biggest pet peeve?
Like random little kids just running around places.
Oh, so you don't like random kids running around and playing?
Oh yeah. Well, like if it's like at somewhere like in a normal establishment, no. But like if it's in the park or like yeah.
Okay. Arnav, one thing you cannot live without.
Probably phone because I can communicate with people.
That was fun. And that was rapid. Very good, guys. Okay. Now my next segment is slang face-off. Okay. So you guys have slangs that I cannot understand. Now I have some slangs from our generation. I'm just gonna say those slangs and I want to know if you understand what that means. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So the first slang is chill yaar. Anybody?
Chill.
Relax.
Just chill.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's time pass.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, waste of time.
Okay. Waste of time. Acha, next is scene kya hai?
What's
What's
the
the
scene?
what
What's
are we
the
doing?
scene?
What's the vibe? Yeah.
Okay. Full on.
Go out.
Go all the
Yeah,
way out.
yeah,
all
all
out.
in.
All out.
Yeah.
Yes, all out. Are yaar.
Like
Chill.
oh,
Just
please,
chill.
come
Come
on.
on. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Acha, mera to set hai.
I'm ready.
I'm done.
Okay. How do you think this sounded? Did they sound cool or were they embarrassing for you guys?
Cringy.
Kind of
No, I
cringy.
think
I
But
think
they're
we
okay.
use
Like,
some
Yeah,
of
I
okay.
them.
also
Yeah.
use some of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I say what's the scene?
Yeah.
Ah,
So it's similar.
Like,
okay. Yeah, so we just said it in Hindi, like,
Yeah.
scene kya hai.
Sound cool in India.
Okay, now let's come to your generation slangs, okay? So I'm going to give one slang to each of you. We'll go row by rows, and you have to tell me what does that mean, okay? Let's start with Arnav. Sus.
Suspicious.
Zareen. Bet.
like I bet like I'm gonna do this. Like
Okay. Grishma. No cap.
Like I'm not lying, I think is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Salina. Low key, high key.
Low key is like a subtle way of like doing something, and high key is like making it more obvious.
Oh,
I
so
think.
loud.
Yeah.
Okay. Arnav. NPC.
Non-playable character. So someone who's like obvious or like basic.
Oh, okay. Zareen. It's giving.
it's slaying. Like it's really good.
It's really good. Okay. Grishma. Aura points.
Sort of the energy somebody gives off,
Hmm.
like confidence and like if somebody looks more confident, they gain aura points, but if they're not, they lose aura points.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're like invisible points.
Yeah.
Okay. Selena, girl math.
Oh, so like if you have cash laying around, it doesn't count as real money. I can go spend it on whatever I want. But if I tap my card, that's real money.
Oh, so that's girl math.
Yes.
Wow, that's very interesting to know. You know, your slangs are actually very cool. I like them. But you know, if I say them, my kids are like, Mom, don't say that, don't say that. Okay. One thing I want to know from you guys, what do you think that our generation did that was better than you guys do?
I would say communicate with each other.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like now with like social media and like there's just so many misconceptions, misunderstandings within people. Like if two people are hanging out and they have other friends and they post a picture and then the other friends like feel left out or
Yeah.
something, like they're having a whole misconception about the situation because the other people, the ones who posted, might not even like intentionally do that, but just because of social media, it made somebody feel bad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, social media can actually create rift between people, and I've seen
Yeah.
that happening a lot.
Yeah. But in your guys' day, there wasn't social media, so there was nothing like that. Yeah.
And what do you guys think that you guys are doing that is better than what we did?
Probably technology.
Huh.
Yeah, because your guys's you guys basically only had the wall phones, right? But in our generation, we can like text, we can call, we can do like anything on our devices.
Yes, and I think it gives you guys more knowledge and exposure as well, right? We had very limited resources, but I think it's also a double-edged sword. I mean, too much information can also go the other side.
Yeah.
Because you have so much exposure already. And we were kind of innocent or maybe naive, and we kind of figured out things as we grew in life. You guys have all figured it out already, right?
I
On the
also
play.
feel like something that we do better is that we're just more creative and stuff. And like maybe in your guys' days, you guys could only do like one thing, right? Something that could get you money. But like we have like a bit more like freedom and like creativity.
Yes, I would go with that. You guys are much more creative than we were.
Point, like more like we kind of on our physical appearance and stuff like that, or like fitness, we're more careful like what we eat as well than like what your guys' generation. I feel like it's kind of what was made at home you're gonna eat. Now it's like we give our opinions and like our options of food.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. So also like kids nowadays, they're less good with rules. Meanwhile, you guys, if somebody, like you said in the beginning, somebody says to do something, you guys do it.
Yeah.
But our generation kids like goof around and stuff.
Yeah. As they say, my choice. It's like
Yeah.
you can't make me do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes I think it is good too, because then you get more exposure. As you guys said, that you will make a mistake and then you learn out of it. But sometimes it's also why what I really appreciate about my childhood was that I was very protected, that I had that sanity, and like there was less exposure for sure. But I think that protection, you guys still have it too, right? You guys know that even if you make a mistake, you can go to your parents, you can tell them, and they'll help you.
100%.
Yeah, they might yell a bit, but
Yeah.
they'll definitely help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, this was very fascinating. I mean, just talking to you guys and understanding your perspective of growing up. What I understand from this is that although the times have changed or the tools have changed, but the core of growing up, it remains the same, right? So you're still figuring out yourself, and then curious about your future. Yeah. So this is entirely same as what we grew up, just with, I guess, different kind of tools and like different struggles, different ages, but still we have the same need to be understood. Yeah. And with that, I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for coming to my studio and actually entertaining our audience, and also giving them an insight about what goes through this generation. You guys are lovely, you guys are awesome, and I am very sure and very certain that you guys will do great in your life. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.